Battlefield 2042 doesn't have the most extensive range of secondaries, but all of them have their own uses. And then along comes Season 2 with the PF51. I've been using this over the last couple days, and it surprised me, because a gun I wasn't that excited for, it's become one of my favorites. So let's take a closer look and see if this thing really is as overpowered as people say it is. Now, of course, immediately after unlocking this weapon, I went for a little test drive with it, and when I pressed the trigger, this happened. Now, there's something weird about this clip, and that is the fact that I pulled the trigger, and instead of going full auto, the gun stuttered. This is a well-known bug and something that will be fixed later on, so we're just going to ignore it in terms of performance right now. That's going to be fixed. So the gun on its own, as it's meant to be, is the perfect sidearm. You know, I love using the revolver, the M44, but pulling out this thing and being able to shoot off 50 rounds consecutively with no breaks in between and shredding anyone in front of me in short to... okay, just short range, but it shreds well. Not to say that this thing isn't viable at slightly longer ranges, but it's clearly not meant for it. You can tap fire your way to victory with this, but it's not really advised. Only when your primary runs out, I would recommend switching to this for medium ranges. Its damage is pretty good due to the fact that it spits out rounds so quickly that you inflict so much in a short amount of time, especially at close range. And when using this, I found that I haven't wanted to go back to any other secondary. Maybe it's just this P90 magazine that draws me in, or maybe it's the fact that I can now run sniper rifles, because if somebody gets the close jump on me, I actually have a chance of fighting back now. I don't have to pull out the MP28 and spam fire it. I can turn around and I can just let a whole mag go, and there will probably not be a person left standing there once it's done. So yeah, is this thing really overpowered? Well, you can judge from the clips yourself. I have been outranged many times with it when going up against assault rifles and even SMGs, but that's not the point of this gun. It's a last resort, right? And when running the AM40, something with notoriously bad ammo capacity because of yet another bug, this thing really comes in handy, more than I expected it would. Now yeah, you don't want to be running around with this as your primary. I mean, you can if you want to, but it's kind of suicide in longer range areas. But it's fun. So no, this thing isn't overpowered in the whole meta of the game, but in terms of secondaries, it's easily the best choice right now. Unless you really want to go for those long range firefights with a sidearm. And I guess you could. The MP28 allows that, the M44 certainly allows that, but it's not really my style. So for me, this gun wins above all other secondary weapons. Okay, now with that out of the way, let's completely derail this video and go over two other weapons that I've played with and I have mixed feelings on. Let's go. Okay, the M16. It's a well-documented gun by this point because there's a really scuffed exploit where the underbarrel grenade launcher isn't affected by Irish's APS system. What this means is that on breakthrough, you can bypass all the defenders or attackers' little defense systems and send a grenade straight into the middle of them and destroy them all. There is no consequence. You can kill them because it just doesn't stop it for some reason. This will definitely be patched out, but this is something that's in the game currently, and I'm trying my best not to exploit it because it feels wrong. Apart from that, the M16 is a pretty standard weapon. Its fire rate's decent, its kick is high, its damage is good. But to be honest, I just run it because it looks nice. That's the biggest draw. I mean, it's exactly how I thought it would be in my last video on this game. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, it's nice to have options there that maybe aren't as good as the others, but are just nice to have as an option anyway. Now the M60 E4, I straight up do not like. I played a match of Hazard Zone with it and it went terribly. On breakthrough, it can be fun to just light up a corridor, and its damage is good, but it feels very inconsistent to me for some reason. Maybe I'll have to use it more, but so far, it's not really doing it for me. It's a really cool weapon, I'll give you that. I feel like Rambo when I'm firing it, but yeah, it's not quite it for me. Since I'm adding in random stuff now, the EBLC Ram, I've been using it a fair bit. It's a really fun vehicle. It handles like shit because I'm an awful driver, but it's good, it's fun. And also when you place a spawn beacon down for your whole team, they parachute into the map if there's an open space above them. On top of that awesome feature that I've literally seen nobody talk about, the vehicle's just genuinely great. It's a good infantry killer. It's good at covering distances fast and helping infantry take objectives. Go and use it. Go and try it out. It's really fun. Anyway, this video's dragged on long enough. You've heard my opinions for long enough. If you'd like for me to hear your opinion, put it down in the comments below or come talk to me in the No Salt Discord server. I'm there very often, very active. I'd love for you to come and join us there. We're a lovely community. Thank you for your time here. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.